Hi guys, my name's Kat and today Reddit has been asked, pregnant women of Reddit, what is something you wish you knew before you got pregnant? During labour, the water breaking is not one rush of liquid. It's continuous and can occur for 7 hours. It's horrendous and messy and incredibly awful to deal with. It feels like peeing, but you have zero control over anything. And if you tense up, then everything is much more painful and weird feeling. Nobody ever told me that, and I was very surprised to find out for myself. Yep. Went to hospital at 4 centimetres. Water broke the second I got into the triage. Water continued to pour out with every contraction until I laid down. An hour later, they decided to take me to L&D. I stand up, bam, pouring buckets. Get to L&D, another big contraction, and water pours out of me and all over my poor nurse's shoes. My God, I did not know my body could have that much liquid in it. It was insane. I was so embarrassed and kept saying sorry, lol. Claus Goldfish then replied, to quote a doctor friend of mine, people don't realise that it's the worst day of their life for them. But for me, it's Tuesday. Stop worrying about embarrassing yourself. How tired you can be in the first trimester. I was falling asleep at my desk most days. I always hear that labour pains are really awful, like period cramps. Nope. Mine felt like someone was stabbing me from the front of my hip, and I heard about the sciatica pain, but was 100% unprepared for how bad it could be. I had a C-section and the gas pain was no joke. Had to sleep on an incline for days. Not currently pregnant, but I wish someone warned me about the muscle cramps. I had to learn a new way to pop my ankles because every night I'd pop them and get massive Charlie horses in my legs that my fiance had to massage out. Dream Revolution replied, "Oh God, the Charlie's horses, and you can't reach down to massage your legs because you're too big to bend." Your body produces a hormone called Relaxin that helps loosen your pelvis in preparation for birth. Some women get way too much too soon, and it loosens everything to the point you lose mobility, and every day, all day is painful. Also, your body pushes so hard during birth, you can feel yourself poop your own butthole out. Peachy Undersaw Sam replied and said, gave birth 2 days ago. I'm working up an apology for my midwife for yelling at her as she supported my butthole whilst I was pushing. I was not at my most gracious in that moment. Can confirm, week 2 postpartum, and my butthole looks like a bunch of grapes. OK Katniss413 replied saying, reading that sentence was the most effective form of birth control I've ever experienced. That morning sickness isn't in the morning, and that I'll be puking the whole time, not just in the beginning. Edited to add, not currently pregnant, just had horrible sickness that I'll never forget and was eventually diagnosed with hypermesis. Crazy Catfish Lady responded saying, all that morning sickness isn't just puking, it can also be this awful hell of constant nausea. First pregnancy, I puked about 4 times. This time, morning sickness was just a constant nausea, without any relief for 4 weeks. Puking would have at least brought me some downtime, but still not as bad as the people who have it or hypermesis the whole pregnancy. Hair loss. After I had my kid, I lost a ton of hair. I would pull fists full of hair during my showers. I thought there was something wrong with me because no one told me about this. Went to Google, totally normal, and it happens to everyone. It grows back eventually and you'll go through an awkward baby hair phase. AEP17 replied saying, something I actually know the science behind. So apparently when you're pregnant, your head holds onto almost all of those dead hairs that your scalp would normally just get rid of every day. We all lose some hair, but most of the time we don't realise how much we lose, especially if you're blessed with thick hair. So when you're pregnant and your body is worrying about keeping the baby safe and growing, it basically stops shedding dead hair and then sheds it all at once right after the baby is born. So you're not actually losing more hair than normal, you're just losing all of those dead hairs that you would have lost anyway over the course of your pregnancy. It takes some time to see that your hair is back to normal because your head is now growing all of those hairs back at once. But when all is said and done, your hair isn't any thinner than it was before the baby. My hairstylist told me this when I started freaking out about my pregnancy and body changes. She saved a panic attack that day. Miscarriage is ridiculously common. I say this as someone currently carrying a dead baby waiting for the NHS to give me a surgical removal. Oh, Toodles, responded with. I had a silent one in August. Went in for my checkup at 11 weeks, feeling great, and no heartbeat. Probably about 2 weeks ago. For 2 ducking weeks, my body was like, nothing can miss, here are your new symptoms, right on target, all is well. I did misoprostol at home. I thought I would only die, only to find out a week after that it still wasn't complete, and had to go for a DNC. Horrible, traumatic. I'm so sorry to all who have experienced it. My ducking boobs hurt so bad. I hit one in my sleep and woke up in excruciating pain. Like, what the hell? I knew they got bigger, but the pain was a surprise. Small Hard Seed replied with, I was told by my sister about boobs hurting in the first trimester from growth. She forgot to mention my nipples would feel like they were burning in hell. I wish someone had told me that no, your body does not magically go back to normal once the baby's out. You have weeks of healing. Either your ripped vagina or cut open stomach, your boobs are still on baby mode and have a whole set of problems now. Pooping will be terrifying. Lol, depression risks are higher. Just a lot of stuff continues on after the baby. I don't know why people insist on visiting right after delivery. I'm tired. I'm busy with this baby. I'm tore up from the floor up. Please come in a month when I can at least have some sort of routine. The sickest joke of all. You stop being able to sleep way before the baby gets here. Everyone loves to tell me, sleep now whilst you can. But pregnancy leads to unexplained insomnia, and I'm a total wreck already. How would I get loads of random skin changes? Skin tags, so many skin tags. Moles growing into skin tags and then dropping off. Like, what the hell, buddy? Sandpaper dry skin, which I still get from time to time. Just this one patch on the right back of my right hand. My facial skin changing from T-zone oily to T-zone flaky and never going back. My psoriasis on my scalp going away. This did come back, but not as bad. Hair. So you stop shedding hair whilst pregnant, and you get really thick, lovely hair. A few weeks after birth, you start to lose all that extra hair. Literally handfuls will come out in the shower, and it's really freaky. Your hormones are crazy. Literally making anything and everything that happens to your body a pregnancy symptom. Bloody nose, pregnancy. Hands dry, pregnancy. Itchy skin, pregnancy. Pregnancy is the wild ducking west, y'all. Andarama responded with, I found this so frustrating. I like to know why something is happening. Pregnancy is not an answer. Like, by what mechanism am I having random dizzy spells? What specific hormone is making me sleep impossible? You would think that these things would be studied like crazy, because women have been having babies forever, but nope, basically nothing. That no matter how much you planned and wanted your baby, postpartum depression can happen to you, and it is very, very real. It is not something you can control. Hormones are liars. Partners of new mums, please pay close attention. Get help. Do not try to tough it out. Get help. Edit. Not currently pregnant. I went through it with my first almost 24 years ago. I'm still haunted by it. I just want new parents and potential new parents to be aware. Please don't be ashamed. It doesn't mean you don't love your baby, and it doesn't mean you aren't a good parent. Best to all. Each pregnancy is different, even with the same person. I have 3 kids. The first pregnancy was very typical and followed by the normal timeline. Second pregnancy was awful. I was miserable and sick the entire time. Third pregnancy, easy peasy. I finally understood why some women like being pregnant. That cravings aren't just food. I craved dirt, particularly beach sand. The smell of the beach was excruciating. I just want to shovel handfuls into my mouth. I never ate dirt or sand, and the craving went away when the baby was born. A friend of a friend told me she craved freshly poured asphalt, and in a way I'm glad my craving was just dirt. Edit. My top comment is just about wanting to eat dirt. Cool. I know it's called picker and deficiency. I took iron and prenatal. However, I had a super hard time eating after the morning sickness wore off. Had no desire what to eat whatsoever, except dirt. I found them comments so interesting. I never knew myself that you don't shed whilst you're pregnant and your hair just falls out after the baby's born. Like, that is crazy to me. Our bodies are crazy, guys. They do crazy, insane things. Well, I'm talking to most of the women out there because I don't know about you guys, but guys, do you get these crazy things? No, because you don't get pregnant. Anyway, I hope you like this one, guys. Comment down below if you have ever been pregnant and experienced some weird things. I'd love to know. I'd love to know your cravings too. I've heard of so many weird cravings, like soap. I've never heard of dirt. That's new to me, and that is weird. But here we are. Our body makes us crave weird things. Comment down below if you'd like a part 2, and I really hope you like this episode, guys. I'll see you in the next one. This video is sponsored by me. Sweet Mouthful Mixes brings pick and mix sweets straight to your door. Choose up to 10 scoops of your favourite sweets, or pick a pre-packed bag. Sweet Mouthful Mixes has a 5-star hygiene rating and full PPE is worn whilst making the bags. With over 50 sweets to choose from, you're guaranteed to find something you like. Treat yourself, you've earned it. Get 20% off with code REDDIT.